Mark always hated working late, not because of the extra hours, but because of the long walk home through the city's quiet streets. But tonight, something felt different. The air was heavier, colder, when he finally reached his apartment building. A familiar frustration greeted him, the out-of-order sign taped to the elevator door. He sighed, rubbing his tired eyes. This meant taking the stairs and cutting through the second-floor corridor, a shortcut he actively avoided. It was an old, narrow hallway, poorly lit and always unsettlingly silent. Everyone in the building seemed to avoid it. He pushed open the heavy fire door and stepped inside. The air immediately turned stale and cold. A single line of fluorescent lights hummed overhead, casting long, distorted shadows that danced on the peeling wallpaper. He started walking, his footsteps echoing unnaturally in the confined space. With each step, something strange began to happen. The light directly behind him would flicker, buzz, and then go out completely, plunging the space he just occupied into absolute darkness. One by one, they died as he passed. It felt like the darkness itself was chasing him, swallowing the hallway behind him. He quickened his pace, an uneasy feeling gnawing in his stomach. This hallway never felt this long before. He walked for what felt like minutes. The rhythmic echo of his shoes, the only sound besides the buzzing lights. He should have reached the other end by now, the door leading to the main stairwell. He glanced over his shoulder. The entrance door he had just come through was gone. In its place was just more hallway. Stretching into the same consuming darkness, panic began to set in. A cold sweat beating on his forehead. He spun around, facing forward again. Nothing, just an endless, repeating pattern of cracked floor tiles, water-stained walls, and those same sickly yellow lights. He started to run. His breath came in ragged gasps, his heart hammering against his ribs. It didn't matter. The scenery never changed. It was a nightmare loop, the same scuff mark on the wall, the same buzzing lamp, the same chilling draft on the back of his neck. Then he saw it. Far down the corridor, shrouded in the dim light, was a figure. It was tall and unnervingly still, its back to him, facing the wall. A sliver of hope, quickly overshadowed by dread, shot through him. Maybe it was another resident, also lost. "Hello?" Mark called out, his voice trembling, sounding small and weak in the vast silence. "Are you okay? Do you know the way out of here?" The figure didn't move. Mark took a hesitant step closer. "Hey, I'm talking to you." Slowly, agonizingly, the figure's head began to turn. Not its body, just its head. It twisted around, the sound of cracking bone echoing through the hall, rotating for beyond any human limit until it faced him completely. Its jaw was unhinged, hanging open in a silent scream. Its eyes were black, hollow voids that seemed to pull all the light and hope from the air. A dry, raspy whisper slithered from its throat, a sound that wasn't human. "You shouldn't have come here." In that instant, every single light in the corridor went out. All of them, plunging him into a terrifying, suffocating blackness. All except for the one flickering directly above his head, trapping him in a tiny, isolated spotlight. And then he felt it, a cold presence right behind him. He hadn't heard a single footstep. He didn't dare turn around. A frigid breath ghosted across his neck, and then everything went silent. The next morning, the second-floor corridor was just as it always was, a little creepy, a little long, but perfectly normal. The elevator was even working again. Mark was never seen again. But sometimes, late at night, when the building is quiet, residents say you can still hear something from that hallway. The faint, frantic sound of footsteps, running and running and running in a corridor that has no end. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more chills. Sleep tight.